hard to believe, but it's Christmas season. I know, don't throw anything at the set, I understand. But you know, the longer you plan ahead, the easier it is to deal with the whole holiday season. Planning is a big part of it. And you know, the more you can do at this point, it's right after Thanksgiving, come on, it's the week after, select your cards, make sure you have enough wrapping paper, do all the things you can, you know, this far in advance. And then whenever you want to mail the cards, then you pop them in the mail. But at least you have them done, okay? And make your gift list out, do all kind of things. There's so much stuff to do ahead of time. And when you're making a gift list, you might want to include some gifts that are made in the kitchen, which is what our program is about today. We're giving you a lot of ideas. Some you can make in advance and freeze. Some you're going to make closer to the holiday itself because they just are better the fresher they are. And some you could make and store for months. It wouldn't matter. But there's quite a variety, and it's all good, and I know you're going to enjoy it. So give a call to somebody and say, hey, Arlene's kicking off the holiday season. Look at that table full of goodies. This is just some of the things we're going to share with you today. You don't want to miss it. Give them a call and tell them, come on, watch at home. We're kicking off Christmas because it's the season that we celebrate the birth of our Christ. We'll be right back in just a minute, but here's today's at-home hint. Here's today's at-home hint. This is the week to make out your gift list. Begin shopping and accumulating the gifts. Wrap each gift when you bring it home, then it won't be such a chore on Christmas Eve. It really makes the holidays easier.
If you have an at-home hint, a favorite recipe, or just a friendly greeting you'd like to share, we'd like to hear from you. Post it in the comments of this video or visit our Facebook page.
Well, Patty's already cooking in the microwave. She's going to do some, what are you making? Tell us what we're making.
Chocolate chip dough, cookie dough truffles.
Could you say it one more time?
Chocolate chip cookie dough truffles.
You know, everybody likes to eat that raw cookie dough. And this is ultimately what's in them, but there's no eggs or anything that would be spoiling. But that's going to be awesome. I know you're melting some chocolate. I'm making sweet and spicy holiday pecans and cashews. This is an incredible, incredible, I made these before. These are awesome. If people like a little tang, a little spice to their, you know, nibbling on their walnuts and stuff, or pecans, they're going to love this. And then we're going to make a Christmas cocoa mix. That's a great gift to give. These are all great gifts. I mean, you can't miss by it. So while she's mixing up her, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just like doing chocolate chip cookies.
Really?
Yeah, it's great.
Well, tell us what it is. Butter?
Put a cup of butter in like you do normally for chocolate chip. 3/4 cup of brown sugar.
Brown sugar.
3/4 cup of regular sugar.
Okay.
Little vanilla.
Little vanilla. You have to cream that really well?
Yeah, cream it up like you would normally do.
Sure.
This is so slick. I really like this recipe.
Now, you're not baking that or anything, right?
No. And I don't understand, but it has baking soda in it. I guess so it has taste.
Yeah, you have to
and
have
it's
that
just
taste.
a tiny bit of it.
Okay.
It's just really slick. Instead of using eggs, you use milk, so it's creamy.
Oh, yeah, okay. Wow, that's
Yeah,
really...
it's just really a nice recipe.
Easy, huh?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
And wait till you taste them. The taste is incredible.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, oh, incredible.
And I know this is
there
something
goes
my
the
kids
chocolate
would
chips.
go nuts over. They all love those chocolate chips. 2.5 cups of flour, like you would normally do for a basic thing. Your salt, baking powder, just like a 1/4 teaspoon, just to get that flavor.
Sure. All right, we got the mixers going here, and I know it's a little loud and noisy, but what I'm doing here is an egg white and a tablespoon of water, because you got to make this frothy, because this is what's going to cover the nuts. And you have to have this really nice and fluffy. And you have 2 cups of pecans, 2 cups of cashews, and some sugar, and then some spices to make it savory. And so you want this to get nice and frothy. There we go. All right, we're done with that. Now, all you're going to do is you're going to add your cinnamon, some salt. We're going to do about 1/2 teaspoon of this. About like that. and some cumin. And what's my other? Cayenne pepper. Aha. And we're going to mix that around. And then we're going to add some sugar, because that's the sweet part of it. And we mix it some more. And then, so that gets all incorporated. Now we're going to add 2 cups of cashews and 2 cups of pecans.
That looks really
Yeah. And when you want a piece of parchment paper on your baking sheet, that's really important. Because
keeps it
this,
from sticking.
well, the cleanup on this would be horrendous if you didn't use it. So, what are you doing over there,
I'm
girlfriend?
just making little cookie dough balls.
Okay, what size are they?
About an inch.
About an inch, that's all?
Yeah, about an inch. And you can
then
get
what do you do
about
with them?
You can get about 6 dozen out of here.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, yeah, it makes a nice. And then you stick it in the fridge to chill it,
Fridge or freezer?
or freezer.
Oh,
Put it in
freezer.
the freezer, chill them for about a half hour,
Okay,
and then you dip them in chocolate.
and that's it?
And then you could streusel them with a colored,
Colored chocolate or
just
something?
to
Oh,
make them
that's
look
nice.
pretty.
Okay,
Real simple.
well, here we go. I'm putting the nuts that have been totally covered with that. Look how sticky it is, because the sugar makes it sticky like that. But you want to get all of that out of there and make sure that's all over the nuts, because that's what's going to make the coating so good. And all you want to do, get rid of this so I don't dump it somewhere, is just in a single layer. Just spread it out, single layer. This goes into a 250-degree oven for 40 minutes. Then you bring them out and you stir them really, really well. And then you lower the temperature to 200. And at 200, then you let them go for about 25 minutes. They'll be sticky when you take them out to stir them, because they'll be sticking to this parchment. And that's that. There we go.
Oh, that's
Patty, could I
nice.
ask you to do me a favor? Would you pop those in the oven for
Of
me?
course I will.
Good girl.
I
And I'll get started on this other. We have a huge bowl because there's a lot going into this. I'm just going to move this out of the way. And I don't know about you, but we really like cocoa mixes, because if you have to make cocoa from scratch, it's a pain in the neck. But if you can just throw it in, boil some water, and have a good cup of cocoa, that's delicious. And this is a great gift because you can use any kind of a container to put it in. So we're going to add, stay with me here, this is a lot. It makes a lot. Okay, this right here is powdered milk. 12 cups. Now you don't have to make as big a batch if you don't want to, but 12 cups makes a nice lot of gifts. It really does. And then we have Nestle's chocolate, a pound of that. We have Cremora for the coffee creamer. That's about 1.5 cups. That goes in. And then we have powdered sugar. And you can, if you like it sweet, put a whole cup. If you don't like it so sweet, put 1/2 cup. We'll go about 3/4. How will that be? And then you're just going to start to mix it. Just like this. And you want to combine it well. What are we doing, Patty?
I'm melting more chocolate.
You're melting the chocolate to
I'm
do...
melting chocolate to.
Oh, okay, to dip them in. Okay.
'Cause I already
Very
have
good.
Some balls that I had saved.
Oh,
And I'll
yeah,
show
when
you
you made
how
it
to dip
before.
'em.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, they have to freeze how long?
About a half hour.
Half hour? That's not bad.
No.
Just till they get firm so that when you hit
Right.
them with the chocolate, they don't melt everywhere.
Exactly.
Okay,
Otherwise,
good.
that would be a gooey mess.
Sure it would. Now, when you make these containers, you put this hot chocolate in, you want to make sure you put a little label on there so people know how much you should put in a cup. And you really are going to just do it. It's like 3 or 4 tablespoons to a cup of boiling water. But if you like it more, if you like it less, adjust it to what your preference is. I tell you what, I've gotten this kind of thing at Christmas, and I'm telling you, we've used it, enjoyed it. And this you can do way ahead of time. This is not going to spoil. There's nothing in this to spoil. It's all dry. So, now, would you freeze those once you made them, Patty, or would you make those closer to Christmas?
I could make the balls ahead of time and freeze them and
Uh-huh.
then dip them closer to Christmas.
Oh,
You know
so
what
you
I
leave them
mean?
in the freezer, and then when it got close to Christmas, then you just bring
Dip
them out.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
That would save how much time, you know?
Sure.
And
Okay, I
they dip
think
really
we're-
nice.
we're about there with this. Now, to make this easier, you want to get some nice containers. Like this would be a great size. And what you do, get my little thingy here. This was a regular funnel and I just cut it out for a bigger hole. Get your scoop and then you just start loading it in. You know, the kids could do this. This would be a great thing for them to make for Grandma and Grandpa, Aunt Minnie and Uncle Tom or whoever.
Or even for teacher presents.
Teacher presents would be great.
Teacher presents.
You could even put on the little instructions made by Sally or Joe or whoever it is.
Right.
And I think that the teacher would appreciate that and the kids would be so proud.
How many apples can you get?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, and how many ornaments and how many, that you
exactly.
can use.
Now, you don't want to fill clear the top because especially if you have a cork. Now we need a little bit more in there. Okay? Voila, one gift prepared. Did you love it? And that, again, you're going to put a tag on there, put a nice little decoration around it. That's as simple as that. You can use canning jars. You can use all size canning jars. These are great. These you can get at the dollar store. Pressure here, pull it out. It's got a nice grip at the top. This is great. Easy to do. You know what? While Patty's dipping and I'm spooning, we'll take a break and we'll be right back in just a minute with more of Gifts from the Kitchen.
Do you love watching At Home with Arlene Williams? Then be sure to check out our new YouTube channel. It's filled with classic episodes from over 20 years of At Home, and more videos are added each day. And don't forget to click the subscribe button so you'll never miss another episode of At Home.
All right, I just stirred the nuts, turned the temperature down to 200 degrees. They'll go about 20, 25 more minutes, and then they will be so good. You bring them out, let them cool, you break them apart, and you put them in your containers, however you want to serve them. And Patty, you have she did all. They're so good, those truffles. I'm telling you, you're going to love them. Yes. But now what are you getting at?
I'm getting ready to start the breads.
Okay, we're making 3 breads in a box. That's a gift of breads. It's a great little mini breads, but what a nice variety.
Right, and the first one is cranberry nut bread.
Okay.
So, and it's so easy to throw. Oh my goodness, it's wonderful to throw together.
Now while she's starting that, what I have here is a package of almond bark, that white almond bark that you get, that white chocolate. And I've taken a can of the Eagle brand milk and you melt it. Careful, really low heat, because if you don't, you'll be in a mess. This is called Gumdrop fudge. We do it in the white. And if you can't get the small little gumdrops, you get the big ones, and I just cut them like this. This is 1.5 cups. And this is this simple. All you do is you melt your white chocolate and you drop your gumdrops right into the chocolate. Now, if you just want to make them all red and green for Christmas, that would be beautiful. But look at the color here. I think the kids would love this. And look how easy it is. And to that, you're going to add a little bit of vanilla, too, just to perk up that flavor. You can do it in a microwave, but you want to be careful. Watch, but if you do it on the stove on a very, very, very low heat, this white chocolate will seize up quickly and wad into a ball and get dry, and then you can't do it. You can't use it. It's over. So you want to mix this really well. And you have a 9-inch square cake pan or dish like I have here, and I lined it with foil because that way when this sets up in the refrigerator, you're going to bring this out and be able to take it right out of here so you can cut it, which is a good deal. So we're just going to spoon this out, pour it right in there, just like that. Yes, sirree. That's our Gumdrop fudge. I'm telling you, that little taste of Gumdrop, if you like the spicy ones, you could use that. I personally don't care for the spices, so I always get the regular. And it's so simple. And that's it. You just put it in your fridge. When it sets up, you cut it, put it in your containers. Whatever you want to give somebody something, just put it in a little container. Or if you're going to keep it for your family for the holidays, it's made and it's done. That simple, that easy. And what I want to do here is just smooth it out so you have a nice, look already it's how nice that's coming, firming up. You don't want to dilly-dally with this because this stuff will set up quickly. And when you cut it, you see all those little pieces of the little gumdrops. And let that set out for a little while if you want to. All right, so that's our gumdrop fudge. You okay over there?
Yeah,
Let's see
I got
what
the
you made.
cranberry nut bread already put together and done.
right,
It
let's-
takes no time to do.
Great.
And I'm just pouring it in here. And you use cranberry sauce.
Whole
Whole
berry.
berry cranberry sauce.
Oh, look how nice the color of that is.
yeah.
That's different.
And it bakes up really nice and light.
So we're making cranberry. I'm going to make some gingerbread. Basic, quick, Bisquick gingerbread.
And this had Bisquick in it too. And I tell you what, it comes
That
together
baking
so
mix is nice. I really like it. I really like it. And these little loaf pans, you can buy them. You can keep that, give them individual gifts, or like we're going to show you at the end how we did the 3 breads in a package. Mine is for gingerbread. What we're going to do, I'm going to beat 2 eggs. Like that. How long do they bake for, Patty?
Only about, this one bakes for about 25, 30 minutes because they're so small.
Because they are small, yeah.
Yep. So it only bakes for a
Which
few
is
minutes.
nice, because you get them in there and out of fast.
Heck yeah.
Okay?
Especially if you have those little pans, you can bake a bunch at one time.
You could. And that's what I do with my banana breads at Christmas time. I make a bunch at one time, and I wrap them,
Throw
put them in the freezer.
Yep.
You're ready to go. Okay, I have some milk and some of my eggs, and I'm beating that up. And then I'm going to add my Bisquick right here. That goes in next. Some ginger. Your spices all going to go in here. Ginger, cloves, and cinnamon.
And I tell you what, that smells so good baking. too.
Baking,
With
yeah.
all those spices, my
Well,
goodness.
it feels like fall, It's just that fall smell. Okay? You just, every time you do something, you want to mix it up. Now, these all bake at 350, right?
Except for the banana bread bakes at 325, but everything else bakes at 350.
Okay. Okay.
And they all
Well,
take,
the bananas smell good.
don't they smell good? I love banana
I do
bread.
too. One of my favorites.
Yeah, mine too.
Okay, and then we're going to add the melted, this is melted shortening, and molasses, which is really going to give gingerbread that flavor. Yes, yes, yes. And if you didn't like molasses, you could use, if you didn't like gingerbread, if you're not a fan, you don't have to use that, use something else. Make a different kind of a bread. Maybe you want an orange bread or a lemon bread of some kind. It's really up to you what flavors that you want to make the breads of. Okay? And then we're going to mix this really well. You always want to be sure that you butter your pans really, really well so you can get the breads out of the pan. That's important.
I just like how quick these come together.
Yes. Look, that's like no time at all.
Nope.
You can make a pumpkin bread. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do.
But I've never made such easy,
Easy, quick breads.
oh my goodness, never. And
Yep.
they're delicious.
They are. They really are.
Yeah, you think something this easy can't be good. And it is.
Oh, yes, it can be, huh?
It is. It's delicious.
Okay, you know what? We're panning up our breads. When we come back, we're going to show you all the things we made today with gifts from the kitchen. And here's how you can get all the recipes for everything you've seen, plus a whole lot more.
Just go to ctvn.org/at-home to get all the recipes from today's show for free. That's right, no subscriptions. They're available online at no cost, and more are being added each day. So join us at ctvn.org/at-home to get today's recipes now.
All right, look at this table. I'm asking you, is this not a table full of gift ideas? Just look at this. Everything we made today, and we packaged it so you get some ideas of how that you could give it as a gift. I think it's beautiful,
No,
Patty.
I do too. It's gorgeous.
Glorious. Okay, chocolate chip cookie dough truffles right here. Are they beautiful? Actually, this tin right here is full of them. It makes a lot, like 60, I think
Yeah.
you said. Lots there. Okay, sweet and spicy holiday pecans and cashews. We have them in all different varieties. In fact, we took this cute little mug, Christmas mug, packaged up the nuts in little bags like this. That's a nice little gift, a quick gift if you need it for a teacher or somebody. There it is, okay? And there's all different ways of packaging them. We have a big, tall cylinder here. That's full of them. There's all different kinds. There's a cute little can there. There's all different ways you can package nuts, okay? Next is our Gumdrop fudge. That baby's right there.
That's so
Look at
pretty.
that.
I love that.
Don't you love it?
Oh, my goodness.
And we also, let's see, there's one of these. Here it is right here. We also put it in that kind of a decanter so that you could give that as a gift. Then we have Christmas cocoa mix, and that's a variety of ways. And that's in this one. Look at this bad boy. We decided to give a big family full of Christmas, enough for a whole big family. And there's all different ways. Again, you can put that in a mug. You can put it in a cylinder like this. All different ways of doing it. And then we have our 3 breads. Now, I love this idea. This has 3 breads. Patty, hand me that box there on the corner. Yeah. This is our 3 breads packaged in this box. Look at that. Tell me that would not be a welcome gift. That's cranberry bread, banana bread, and gingerbread. Perfect. All great ideas. I hope that maybe you've got some ideas because that's what we want to do. Thanks, Patty. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to join us the next time because it wouldn't be the same without you. We'll see you then for number 2 Christmas show here at home.
Furnishings provided by Levin Furniture, featuring Lane's Country Living Collection. Food provided by Jordan Banana Company, wholesalers of fresh fruit and vegetables in Trevosburg, Pennsylvania.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you'll never miss another episode of At Home. Thank you for watching.
Cornerstone Television wishes to thank all our faithful viewers whose consistent prayers and financial support have made this program possible.